be talking Star Wars today, like we do every episode. So today I got 3 things on the list. First up is it looks like they might be in talks with Ewan McGregor to have Obi Wan Spinoff movie, which would be awesome if they do. It was just reported that there was a rumor that they're going to announce it at the Star Wars celebration in, I think, 2 weeks, like mid-April. So that's something. You excited?
Oh, yeah. I've been ready for this project for a long time.
So it sounds like they're going to set it in between episodes 2 and 3. And I don't like that.
No, I don't think anybody's going to like it.
Well, and here's why. Because we've already seen so much with that Clone Wars show. I personally don't feel that there's a lot more to show there that they haven't already. Why not do a lot of the unexplored area in between 3 and 4? Because no one knows what happens during that time. Like, there's nothing that covers that from Obi-Wan's perspective. And if there is, I just haven't found it yet.
Yeah, like you get to see Tatooine and everything in that age. If he leaves Tatooine at some point or something,
because I think he does. There's no way he stays on that planet that whole time. I would think he'd leave.
Pretty important reason to stay.
But I think it'd make it more interesting if he left and went on like a secret mission. Like maybe somebody found out Luke was there and he has to go like track them down and assassinate them, or something like that. Something a little bit out of character for him at that age. Where it just kind of throws him out there and makes him use his wits more than his brawn.
Well, remember, there's only really, now there's 3 people who know he's alive. There's 3 people that know that he is alive. And originally there was 2. It was Yoda and Bail Organa. They're the only people that know he's alive. And the planet, and then Ezra
3,
figures it
the
out.
Emperor. I think the Emperor knew.
I don't think
you don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And if he did, he wasn't really necessary.
He didn't care.
He had other shit to worry about.
Yeah, he was crushing the whole rebellion against the Empire the whole time.
Yeah, he wasn't worried about anything else.
I want there to be a movie. So even if it's between 2 and 3, I'd still watch it and enjoy it because I like that actor and I like that character.
Yeah, I think I would still enjoy it, but it wouldn't be what people want.
Yeah.
They're going to see that. So, I mean, either way, I'd be pleased with it.
Yeah.
But,
something.
Like I said, I want that between 3 and 4.
Like Money Number 9, it's better than nothing, right? It's a sore subject. All right. So, the next topic I have, we're going to go a little bit quicker today, just to save some time, is what is our favorite Star Wars movie and why? Now, it's not going to be anime, like no animated shows or movies or anything like that. This is like live action Star Wars movie. You want to go first?
Yeah. Mine's the Empire Strikes Back. I know, not really.
If you've listened to any of our podcasts before where we reviewed the movies,
pretty much, yeah,
you might see that coming.
Yeah, I say it probably at least 25 times.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I mean, there's what's really left to talk about that movie. I mean, it's fantastic. It's amazing. Like, it's, in my opinion, and a lot of people agree with me, it's still the best Star Wars movie. Each set piece is just seamlessly goes into another.
Yeah.
Like, there's no hog tie or anything. It's just, it keeps going. It doesn't slow down.
The pace is brilliant.
The pace is just the best.
Yeah. And
then it leads you all the way up to Vader and Luke for the first time, and that is what is so good about that movie. It's just great. Boba Fett, Han getting frozen in the carbonite, Yoda training Luke on Dagobah. There's so many iconic things that happen in that movie from that series. It's just, there's nothing that compares to that movie.
And you kind of really see the power of Darth Vader.
You got to see him be a complete badass. I mean, because he is.
Well, he deflects Han's blaster bolt with his hand.
Fucking nothing.
That's awesome.
It's almost like, what are you trying?
People overlook that. If you just talk to regular Star Wars fans, I don't think anyone remembers that. That he actually deflected a blaster bolt with his hand with the Force.
Because he could do that.
That was awesome. No one could do that. Luke couldn't even do that.
No, and I mean,
that's how powerful he was.
He's pretty powerful. That's why I think The Last Jedi might be the last chance to derail that movie. I think it is. From the top spot, I think it's the last chance. If it doesn't, then it's never going to happen.
I think it's going to be an amazing movie.
I hope.
I really do.
I really hope so. I really hope it's better than The Empire Strikes Back.
Because that'd be a good thing.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, I hope it is. I mean, it's not. But if it ends up not being, that's okay too, because that's awesome. But like I said, with Carrie Fisher dying or passing away earlier or late last year, it just kind of derails 9 a lot, and I really.
Kenny Baker passed away too.
Yeah.
They're not all going to live forever. No one does.
No, 9 is going to be vastly different from what their original vision was, and that is extremely concerning to me.
I agree.
I mean, nobody likes it, but that's reality. It's going to be so different compared to what they originally thought, and they have to cut out so much.
Well, technically, they didn't start filming it. They just wrote.
No,
the script.
they had to redo the script, right?
Right.
They just had to redo that, and that's going to take a little while.
Yeah.
Apparently, they already have finished that because they're starting principal photography in July.
Oh, they are?
For 9.
Okay.
So apparently, if they're doing that, then that's already done.
Okay.
The script is already done, which, I mean, they probably redid all that stuff in Los Angeles.
Didn't they convene for like 4 days after Carrie Fisher passed away?
Like a week after her death,
Yeah.
they all met in Los Angeles to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Because 8 was already done.
8 was done.
They finished filming and everything. All they need to do was
find it really curious, though, that 8 was finished in July of last year.
Yeah.
It was in post-production another 9 months, and still maybe in post-production.
It's going to be a lot of special effects.
I think the reason why the post-production has taken so long is they may have changed something with the end of Last Jedi.
They technically said they didn't.
Well,
but
it is
that doesn't mean that they didn't, right? Yeah. They can say whatever they want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think they did.
I think so too. And I don't think that's a good thing.
No, don't mess with the product as it originally was.
Right.
If you kill her off between movies, which I think is the best way to go.
I do too.
So
write her off then.
Yeah, makes everything
just
better.
say she's gone into hiding like Luke. Right?
I think you got it.
That's why you didn't have Mark Hamill in that movie very much. Oh, he went into hiding. Okay.
That's why he wasn't in the poster, because the movie...
Yep.
He wasn't in it. The movie itself was about him. It was about finding him. That's the whole reason of Force Awakens.
And about the new characters. And
they
getting to know them, which I think they did
exactly, because everybody already knows who Luke, Han, and Leia are.
Right.
They didn't know who Rey, Finn, and Poe were. So
or BB-8.
Or BB-8.
Dude, he's so cute.
Yeah. So that's my pick.
Okay. Boy, if I have to go with best movie, it's Empire Strikes Back. But I think the one that I can usually go back to and watch and still have just as much fun as the first time is 7. And I'm sorry, I know it's probably going to upset a lot of people. But
you just like it looks pretty.
It does look pretty, but I like the characters. Like I like Finn as a character, even though I still firmly believe you could take Finn out and it'd be the same damn movie. Besides the very beginning where they escape. Besides that part, I think it'd be the same movie without Finn. It doesn't mean I don't like him as a character. I think the actor is great. I also really like Rey's character a lot. I love BB-8. I like the whole dynamic between Chewie and Finn, where Chewie wants to rip Finn's head off when he's trying to take care of him after he got shot. I love Han Solo in the movie because he's just so snarky and it's just awesome. I love that line where he asks Finn, how are we going to do that? Finn goes, oh, we'll just use the Force. And Han goes, that's not how it works. Like, I always remember that line because it's so funny. And it's right. Like, it makes sense. That's not how the Force works, Finn. And you can tell because Finn's not really Force sensitive at all. He has no idea. But yeah, I like the action scenes. I really like the plot, even if at times it can be like, all right, I can see that happening. Kylo Ren, I think, is a great character. No matter what anyone tells me, I think he's phenomenal. I think he is one of the best villains in Star Wars and will continue to be until he's ultimately, most likely, redeemed to the good side. Just like Darth Vader was. Because why not, right? They're gonna do it. Man, I love watching that movie. I can't stop gushing about it. I think it's a fantastic movie. And I can't wait for 8. Because without 7 being great, 8 wouldn't be as like, hyped up as we are about it. Like, we'd be like, oh yeah, no, Star Wars, that's cool, but we'll see. Instead, we're both like, yeah, man, 7 was great. Like, let's get ready. This is going to be good. Because I think we both agree it's going to be a good movie. There's no way it's not going to be a good movie. And it's going to be a good Star Wars movie, which I didn't think Rogue One was. No. And I think we'll talk about that after we review Rogue One once it comes out this week. I don't believe Rogue One was a good Star Wars movie. It was a good sci-fi movie.
Oh, yeah.
And it would have been a good, Star Trek movie, but not Star Wars.
Yeah. I don't think it would really be that good. It really wasn't that good of a Star Wars movie.
No.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because...
Oh, boy. School me.
What sets Star Wars apart from Star Trek, and I'll even throw Guardians of the Galaxy in here at this point. Or,
oh, boy, that's a good movie.
Or Battlestar. Like, all those sci-fi...
Sure.
Those sci-fi franchises are the Jedi.
Yep.
That's what sets Jedi, Sith, whatever you want to call them.
That's
Samurai. What sets them apart from...
They don't have that.
From Star Trek and Guardians.
Yeah.
That is what makes it special. That's what makes it better. And whether people want to admit it or not, that's who you go to see.
It's the lightsabers.
You go to see Luke Skywalker. You go to see Darth Vader. You go to see Obi Wan Kenobi. You go see Rey. You go see Anakin Skywalker. You go see any people. Yes. You go and see those people. You're not going to go to the theater to see, now with all due respect, Han Solo.
Or Leia.
Exactly.
No offense, Carrie Fisher.
You're not going there to see them. If I wanted to go see characters like that, I'll go watch Star Trek.
Yes.
This is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So that's why I think Rogue One is going to be forgotten.
Boy, Jyn was unlikable that whole movie.
Who? Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't like her at all.
I didn't care for any of them.
Gallon, I thought was kind of cool.
It's like not one.
Gallon was okay, I thought.
Who's Gallon?
Or not Gallon. What the hell was his name? Starts with G. Her dad.
Galen.
Sorry, I think of Galen Merrick, which is
but like
the Secret Apprentice.
There's just characters that are going to be forgotten in about 10 minutes if they're already forgotten.
K2SO was good. You have to give him credit.
Even
he was enjoyable.
Like,
Cassian wasn't enjoyable either. He was a bad guy. He was a horrible person like the whole movie, except for like 5 minutes.
I didn't care about any of them.
Yeah.
Not one.
I like that Mon Mothma was in it.
I did originally like Chirrut, but that wore off after a while.
No, I liked him the whole time.
He just...
No,
I meant
cool.
from then to now. I mean,
now I couldn't care less. But during the movie, he was good.
Yeah.
He was enjoyable.
But other than that, not really. I didn't care for Rogue One.
Yeah.
No way.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, didn't care for it. Wasn't the best thing.
Sorry.
Just sorry.
Like I said,
my opinion.
I think it's a good sci-fi movie, but it's a good spin-off because, I mean, spoiler, if you don't want spoilers, please tune out for the next 10 seconds, all right? Okay, are you done? Go ahead to 13 minutes and 25 seconds. Everybody fucking dies. Mm-hmm. Everybody dies, so who cares? Right? That's kind of how I feel about it. Like, it is its own thing.
I think it's silly because they made a movie about literally them stealing somebody's plans.
Yeah.
It's kind of a really stupid fucking concept.
They steal the plans for like 10 minutes of the movie.
If you really think about it, it's a really stupid fucking concept.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like about Rogue One. Yeah. Anyway, what's our
the
last topic we got here?
Yeah, we're only 14 minutes in, so this one's going pretty well. This one might take a little bit longer because I think I might have one or two choices for it. And I've written down here, which character, obviously Star Wars character, do we think would be the best for a spin-off movie that has not been officially announced? I wanted to add that in there. I don't have that written down, but that's going to be part of this question.
Officially announced?
Yeah, that hasn't been officially. Like, Obi-Wan could count for this because it hasn't been
I'm not going to pick him, though, because I'm pretty confident he's going to get picked.
I know who I'm going to choose already.
I already think
I think you know who I'm going to choose.
I'm going to pick...
you want to go first?
Darth Vader.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I can't wait to see that.
Now, the Lords of the Sith book is a little bit of that. And you said you tried to read it and didn't care for it.
I didn't care for it because they keep deviating away from the Emperor and Vader.
The interesting part.
And these characters I could give a shit about.
Well, they'd have like a 100-page book then. It'd be like a novella if they just did like.
If they just did
Darth
the
Vader.
movie about the Darth Vader comic, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, that's what I need to read, dude. I really need to pick
They're
those
so
up.
good.
Well, I want them in like.
So good.
I want them together in like a volume
Yeah.
instead of having to buy them like individually because right now it's 4 parts plus Vader down.
Vader down. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to get
because that's
Vader down.
separate. So you have the Vader.
You're
4...
talking about $20 a pop.
Yeah, I mean
the
it's pricey. They're pricey things.
Yeah.
You go to Barnes & Noble, it's like 18 because I have my discount, but that's it. I mean, it's
I
still
collected
pretty
them
pricey.
over a year, so
Okay.
it's not hard, but they're great.
It's just time consuming.
They're great to.
I did pick up the Kanan book, the Kanan comics, like the whole collection. So I'm pumped to get into that and start reading those. Further good.
Yeah.
I'm also working on the Old Republic, getting those comics. Because those ones, I have all the Legacy, but I need to get the Old Republic. So you're saying Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Do you have a second runner-up? Like not a second runner-up, but a runner-up?
Revan.
Yeah. Now he's kind of been confirmed as canon, the character of Darth Revan, correct?
Here's the thing: if you don't do anything else with the Old Republic timeline, which you're stupid if you don't,
They might not.
make a Darth Revan movie.
Yep.
Just do a Darth Revan movie.
Based it off the book I have over on my shelf.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's a great book.
You know, just do that character. That character's one of the best written characters, I've ever read about. Like, he's just
especially
fantastic.
in the expanded universe.
It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's my pick. You want to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
You want to know number 1?
What?
Darth Maul.
Yeah.
He's so fucking cool, and you don't know anything about
What
him.
timeline would you base it off of, though?
Before episode 1.
So you would it just show Palpatine training Maul?
It'd be him going on missions to gain the Emperor's trust and favor. Because there are 2 books, Darth Maul books. One is Lockdown, when he's like fucking like 14 years old or whatever. He's young, and he's in prison. He's in space prison and gets out of space prison. Which is kind of awesome, right? I haven't read the book. I think I own it. I think it's over on my shelf. I have to go look. I don't feel like doing that right now. I should have done that before the podcast. But I'm pretty sure I either own the book or I'm going to pick it up if I don't. Because it's $8 at Barnes & Noble. Like, who cares? It's nothing. But I want to read that one. I know they have that. And then they also have man, I want to say Secrets of the Sith or so. I forget what it's called. But there's a whole separate Darth Maul book in addition to that one. It might even be called like The Secret Apprentice or something like that. Because I don't think Palpatine was supposed to have him as an apprentice.
He really wasn't.
He really wasn't.
He was breaking the rule of 2.
Exactly, and that's a big part of it. Is he trained Darth Maul, from what I understand, in secrecy?
From Darth Plagueis.
Yes, because Plagueis is a real character in Star Wars. They've already confirmed that Plagueis was real, obviously in 3, because Sidious talks about him after he killed him because he's an asshole. But yeah, I definitely think Darth Maul would be it'd be cool because you get the lightsaber stuff. They were gonna come out with the Darth Maul video game. I think you've seen footage of that. That looks friggin' cool. It looked like the Force Unleashed, but with Darth Maul. And I'm sold on that, dude. Like, that would be awesome. It looked kind of like a mixture of like Bounty Hunter and the Force Unleashed. That's kind of like the art style looked a little bit more Bounty Hunter-y, but obviously with the graphics and the physics and stuff of the Force Unleashed, which I love that game. I love the original.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the combat from 2, but not the story, where he's a clone. Didn't like that. That was kind of dumb. But it's still better than Clone Emperor Palpatine. That's like your least favorite storyline. And I think the second one is Admiral Thrawn. Because you could have the Jedi in it, but it's focusing on this stupid, super smart guy.
So, you
Like,
know what you should watch?
Rebels.
Because there's your Thrawn movie.
Well, and also, Timothy Zahn wrote the Thrawn trilogy books, the Hand of Thrawn books. So I need to read those. That's what I want, right? Like, I want stuff based on that. Because that character's so intriguing. He's got the Force immune pet, which I think is awesome.
He's probably the most intriguing non-Jedi character.
Yes.
Like, Force-sensitive character.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
I'd even throw a third choice in.
Okay.
I'd say Yoda.
Yep.
Because you got literally 800 years of just...
That they don't
You could
show.
do time jumps throughout the movie.
You could do the Old Republic with him. You could hit 2 of our favorite things, Yoda and the Old Republic. You could do both. Like right where obviously we don't know when he becomes a Jedi and starts learning the ways of the Force.
That's what that's what I'm saying. You don't know any of that.
Yeah, you don't know anything about him, and maybe they want to keep it that way. Maybe they want to keep him, a little bit of like a secretive character. But I think there's so much there that they could touch on that would be interesting, like you said, with the time hops and stuff like that. There's so much time elapsed there that you could do that. It's not like, oh, here's when he's 10, here's when he's 12, here's when he's 15. It's like, here's when he's 100, here's when he's 250. Like, this is, this much time has passed. Here's all the cool things that he lived through and, and had to overcome.
They're going to time jump in the Han Solo movie, so I'm assuming that's going to
they are?
Yep, they're time jumping in it.
No. Can we just not? All right.
Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, okay. Here's what I have a problem with. One, the cast. I think the cast is shit, and I don't think the guy looks like Han Solo at all. He doesn't look like Harrison Ford. At all. You want someone that looks like Harrison Ford? Nathan Fillion. They should have cast him. He already said he'd fucking do it, and they still went with somebody else.
He's too old.
They could do a Han Solo movie in between 6 and 7. That's when they should have done it. Why not?
Still wouldn't work.
But why not? They could have led it up to where he has that big ass freighter.
You'd literally be you'd be literally trading actors right in the middle of Harrison Ford's leg.
But he's not in it anymore, so I mean, I think that's okay to touch it.
I think you couldn't do that. Now, I'd be okay with them doing something slightly before A New Hope.
Okay, yeah, maybe
Fillion.
like something like that.
Fine, but I don't know.
Nathan Fillion looks kind of like Harrison Ford. They could pull it off.
think the movie itself was a mistake anyway. I mean,
really?
I just didn't really. I'm not.
Which one?
Really,
Rogue One?
Either.
All right. I was kind of kidding, but boy, I'm gonna tell you a movie I'm not excited for. Lando Calrissian. Now, there's a character I couldn't care less about.
Where did they say this movie's happening at? It's not gonna happen.
Why? It's happening. They've already confirmed. They already have like people cast for the roles. Whether we want it or not, it's happening. Why can't they do spin-off like Jedi movies? Like, why not follow like Quinlan Voss on like a mission or some fucking cool character like Barriss O'Fee or something like that?
Cypher DS.
Yeah. No, but seriously, why not someone else other than like, here's a bounty hunter, here's a smuggler, here's a rebel.
We don't care about non-force sensitive characters.
Honestly,
you're
the right. Yes.
Nobody cares about non-force sensitive characters.
I don't care that much about them.
You want to watch non-force sensitive characters? Go watch the Star Trek movies.
Yeah, okay.
Ones. That's exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
God!
They're good.
They are actually pretty good. Now,
good.
I haven't seen Beyond, but I did see the other two.
I haven't seen Beyond either.
I liked Into Darkness a lot. I thought that was a good movie.
I loved Into Darkness.
I think a lot of people didn't like it, but we're one of the few that did.
I fucking love Into Darkness.
It's more of a Star Wars movie than it is Star Trek.
It's my favorite Star Trek movie.
Well, it is pretty Star Warsy, isn't it?
How?
Because there's not a lot of diplomatic stuff.
Because it's not.
No, I'm just saying there's not. All right. I'll stick with my Star Wars stuff. Okay. I think that's all I have.
That's about all I
do. You have anything else you want? Is there anything on your mind? Anything you've been reading lately?
Oh, Hayden Christensen will be at the Star Wars celebration, and he's gonna have something to do.
My brain.
You're such a poser.
I don't actually hate him. It's easy to act like I do, but I don't.
No, I don't hate him.
No.
I'd be glad if he stepped back into somewhere.
It sounds like Darth Vader.
I think he is going to be doing Darth Vader. Movie.
So they're either going to have
at the very least, he's going to be an 8 in some.
He is going to be an 8
form.
They've already confirmed that he was walking into that studio,
the Pinewood Studio in Los Angeles. So
you don't show up there just to say hi.
Exactly.
I'm just saying they don't pay for your ticket to go there.
You got all these paparazzi following these actors around constantly.
Yep.
So they cannot.
Yeah, they didn't sneak him in very well, did they? No. So it sounds like he's either going to be an 8 as a Force Ghost or as like some sort of flashback. I'm guessing Force Ghost. I'm guessing Luke talks with him or Kylo talks with him, one of the two. And I think we both agree Kylo, right? That's the one that makes more sense since he idolizes him so much. And he might say something like, don't do it. I went down that path and look what it did to me. You know, it would make sense if that's how he turns back to the light, is if it's something he does.
I think he turns back to the light in 8.
I think 9. I think he goes full dark and I'm telling you, I think they follow Darth Vader's arc. I really do.
If it's the same movie as Empire Strikes Back,
I don't think it's going to be the same.
Very
but
similar. As long as it's not completely like New Hope and Force Awakens, I'd be kind of pissed off about that.
I think it's going to have a similar arc for Kylo Ren that Darth Vader had, where you see him a bit in 1, you see him a lot in 5, and you see him almost as much in 6. I think they're going to do that, where they show him more and more and more. And I think he's going to be super duper evil in 8, because he's pissed. He got all chopped up, sliced up, so he's not going to be happy about that. And I don't think he's going to want to run and give Rey a hug right after that. I wouldn't. Dude, alright, so when we watched that movie for the review, I never realized how much detail they put into the cut he got on his face. That was nasty. That was a nasty slice she got on him there. Like, screwed it. Like, his face was, like, flapping. Like, the skin, like, that was gross. Like, I'm not used to seeing that in a Star Wars movie. It was pretty graphic.
Mask now.
Yeah, he's gonna need that mask. He's lucky that I got cauterized right away. He'd probably be dead. Because it's a laser sword. And cauterized that wound right away, because it was pretty gruesome.
His lightsaber doesn't cauterize wounds.
Who?
Obi-Wan's. He turned it off.
What?
I was going to say, he probably turned the cauterized ability off. Because he cut that guy's fucking arm off in the bar and it's bleeding all over the floor.
Yeah!
That's before anything, you know.
Yeah! I forgot all about that.
That's the first time, I've seen those 3 movies a billion
now,
times.
That's
I
the
can tell you
only time, correct?
That is the only time.
Okay.
And that's before everybody said what it actually does.
Yeah.
So
George Lucas didn't give a crap.
I forgive that.
He's like, they got laser swords. I don't know, space opera. Let's focus on that part. Oh, he's kissing his sister. Yay! He wanted to focus on the dumb stuff.
I honestly didn't think he was going to... I think he thought... He didn't actually make Luke and Leia twins until Return of the Jedi. And
correct.
That was a huge mistake.
I think so, too.
Because, I kind of get it, though, because when he was making the first Star Wars, he didn't know if there was going to be a sequel, you know?
Yeah.
Until after.
No, they did. They actually made it as a one-off movie. Because the Death Star goes boom.
Yeah, with the chance of a sequel.
Right.
So he set it up for that, but he didn't know for sure he was actually getting a sequel.
Yeah.
So I forgive that stuff.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, I still think those 3 movies are amazing.
They are.
I think they can
they
be
still
shown
hold up
at any age. I think anybody can watch them.
Oh, yeah.
In any era.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they still look great. You know what movies do look great?
What's that?
The Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah. We might be doing those for the review.
At some point.
Eventually. We need to get some time, because those are 3.5 hour movies.
They're very time consuming.
Yeah. We were going to do... I know this has nothing to do with Star Wars. I'm so sorry if you tune in for Star Wars and we're not talking Star Wars for about a minute here. Boy, those are going to take a long time. So we haven't decided if we're going to sit through, do like one sitting, or if we're going to split the movie in half. I think we're just going to end up doing one sitting. Yeah. I think it's just better just to do that. Well, because we all live in different places. I mean, we live pretty close, but obviously we don't all live together, so it's not. And we all have different work schedules and busy lives and stuff. So trying to get all 3 of us together, yeah, that's a pain in the butt. I don't know how it happened for 7 Star Wars movies. That was crazy. That was fun.
It was fun.
I can't wait to do more. I can't wait to do 8.
Yeah. And
I think we should do it that night, like Thursday night when it comes out. I really think we should convene together if we can, or at least Friday, and get that up. That'd be great. But yeah, that's been episode 2 of Sith Happens. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're on YouTube, VidMe, Facebook, Twitter, all those good places. Golden Age Gamers. We also have a website, goldenagegamers.com. I try and post as much as I can there. I post the YouTube videos, all that good stuff. This video will go on YouTube, VidMe, and SoundCloud as an audio file. So yeah, and I'll throw it on the website too, just for poops and giggles. Feel free to follow us on Facebook. I do post a lot of the stuff there. If we're going to be working on anything, I post it there. Any, sometimes I'll post questions and stuff, ask people what they're interested in. So it's been going well. Thank you guys so much for listening. I've been Nathan.
I've been Adam.
And we're going to be signing off for the day. Bye, guys.